Hey guys, we're in my car again. I just left Easter Mass and I think I'm gonna be here for a long time, as you can see by all the cars driving behind me. I haven't really been successfully able to get out of my parking spot, so I'm just gonna chill and do this video. If you're wondering what bag I brought to church, it would be my Loro Piana L27. I guess we can have this here for some tax. I'm going to talk about the TikTok fake bag scenario that's been going on this past week. I know I'm super late to the game, but that's because I wanted to get kind of see what other people were saying on YouTube. So I'm going to talk about the perspective, or what I perceive the perspective to be, of some of the big YouTube people that I follow. So I would say I know I always talk about HRH, but she's so funny. HRH, her thing was basically, as if you watch her videos, just yelling and saying, you're all stupid. Of course, some pieces of, the bags might be made in China, and you're dumb if you think that these bags are actually all made in China. And of course, they're made in France. And I feel like this is probably just the general idea of kind of what everyone was saying, that people probably just want the bag, like Hermes bags and all these luxury bags, to be made in China, kind of to dumb down, I guess, what other people can't have. So I will never be able to purchase a Himalayan Birkin, whether it be used or new. That will never be a bag that I can have. Am I jealous of people who have one? No, because I don't think that's a bag that I've ever really wanted. It would be way too precious for me to want to obtain that bag. The money, I think, could go to something way different. But a bag that I do really want, and that I'm trying to get right now, is another Kelly. I'm saving up for another Kelly, and I'm so excited for when that happens. But I guess just maybe the feeling of being jealous of other people having those bags. Sorry, I'm let's show this bag and it's not even being shown. Of having those bags and not being able to achieve them. So maybe they purchase things that are fakes, and so maybe it makes them feel better about having those fakes, that, oh, well, everyone who's been spending $10,000, $20,000 on these bags, actually theirs is just the same. It's a level playing field as my bag, which I purchased for $200, from I don't know, some kind of knockoff store. So I think that was kind of the general idea of all of them. But HRH, her take was basically, like she always does, to yell and say that you're dumb if you think that they're made in China. And then I watched Jesse's Style. Hers was kind of the same thing about what I was just saying about it was probably just to kind of level the playing field, and maybe some of the pieces, she was much more nice about the way that she said it, just to kind of level the playing field, but also that maybe some of the pieces are made in China, but of course the leather and things like that come from France. It's not just making a bag and then in China and then sending it to France and slapping a label on it that says made in France. It's much more to it than that. I watched Dale's Addiction. She was kind of the same thing, just kind of summing up what I had said recently. But I think the winner of the, summary of the TikTok, saga would be Caleb Snell. I watch his videos here and there, and he came with hardcore facts. He came talking about where all the tanneries are, how many tanneries there are. He came with how many employees Hermes has in each of these different countries, and the fact that if Hermes has all these employees in the country of France, they're not, I can't remember what number it was, but they're not all just hanging out in the boutiques. There's so many employees that are in France, they can't possibly just all be staffing the boutiques. They have to be leather craftsmen making the bags in the factories. And so I feel like if you're gonna watch my hair is crazy, what are we doing? I feel like if we're gonna be watching any video, if you really want to know the most proof out of anyone, I think Caleb Snell really nailed it on his channel about this whole TikTok is your bag fake saga. So with that, if you want humor, go check out HRH. If you want hardcore facts, check out Caleb Snell. This is my bag of the day, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.